it's breakfast time.
Tune in now, it's breakfast time. Do 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 do. Good morning, good morning. Look at where we are. This is a day that the Lord has made. Shall rejoice and be glad in it. I am DJ Val on location, and this is the Real Deal Olive on location. This is What's on Your Mind. It's our Valentine's Day edition, and we are out in the wild, as they say. We've been caught in the wild. It's exciting.
We discovered Alastair's bunker.
That's right. This is really what the bunker looks like. Many of you have asked, many of you have said, what does the bunker look like? Benita, this is what the bunker is. This is where he lives most of the time. It's palatial. It's like, that's why he doesn't want to come out half the time, right? This is really beautiful.
Morning.
Good morning. Good
Guten
morning.
Tag.
Good morning. Guten
You are
Tag.
very, very welcome.
You are
to
welcome.
another episode of What's on Your Mind on location.
On location on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Which
and
has been
on
called
location.
my birthday as well, just in case you're wondering.
Guten Tag. Bonjour.
Ça va.
Bonsoir. Ça va.
Amore, amore.
Sani Bonani. Are you well?
Are
I
you
hope
well?
we meet you all well. What are you doing? What are you up to?
Where are you going?
Shopping. Where you going? You know, have you had the flowers already delivered? Have you had the
chocolates?
chocolate? Have you already had the Valentine's Day breakfast? What are you doing? Are you still making it? Tell me, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? Tell me. Good to have you from location.
From location.
I hope you like the ambience. Hope you like it.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely
Lovely.
great. I get to see you
Yes.
in full HD. Wait, hold on. Let me take a
DJ.
picture. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, maybe not once in a lifetime, but there we go. We can
Oh,
actually
my
now
God.
get her live and direct. As she's live, I'm recording her live.
Oh my goodness. People, how have you all been? Really, really quickly, I'm going to put him to work. He thinks he's here to just chill out. DJ Val, please, can we have the viewers' comments?
The viewers' comments. That would be even great if I've got the viewers' comments.
Please.
But I don't think I do have the viewers' comments.
Tell me you have it.
God,
Yeah,
what
your
did I
glasses is there.
Okay, let me get my glasses. Now, those of you can remember there was a particular episode that I was the person who was reading the comments.
And it was the recap show that
And-
reminded me of that. And I thought, why not?
And that's just a simple case of being managed into a situation whereby I was the person who was doing the comment. I don't know how I got you to do the comments. Something changed, something powerful.
Well,
But let's kick off. We got some really great comments from last week's show.
Thank
the opener,
you.
it was the opener.
thank you all of you for
Opener to
tuning in.
season 8.
Yes, thank you
Gotta
so
say.
much. The live chatters, the ones who were sharing with the friends and family, please do continue. Yes,
Lovely flowers.
lovely flowers. Thank you. Thank you. I'm already displaying my flowers. All right. DJ Val, let me not distract you. Go for it.
I'm already distracted. It's okay. It doesn't take much to distract me. You just have to point me in the day. I'm distracted. All right. Mr. Adrian Zimmerman, he said, what a powerful opener to the season, encouraging, inspiring, and full of wisdom. Was he talking about me? Inspiring, full of wisdom. Ta-da! Could well be. Could just be me.
Thank you, Mr. Zimmerman. Thank you. Yes, thank you. We appreciate your kind,
You didn't
generous
say he was
words.
talking about me. You don't
He's
agree with this
talking
comment?
about the show, the entire show, and that includes you, DJ Val.
Let's move on to Bumi's comment. Bumi, your girl. Bumi, let's go back. I'm going to do the comments in the style of Olive. So
No,
here
do
we
it
go.
in your style. Your style
Well, I
is
will still
unique.
use a bit of a poetic license. So this is Bumi. The real deal will say, my girl, Bumi. So my girl Bumi, this one is your comments. This episode truly gave me a fresh perspective on reflection and purpose. It made me pause and really think about how I've been approaching my goals and my mindsets this year. The conversation was so relatable, practical, not rushed or forced, just real. Definitely one I'll be watching again and sharing with others.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me pick up on the word "they're not rushed." And I was saying to DJ Val during the week, I said, in the course of just preparing for the season, I was looking over my old notes because I have most things typed up, and sometimes I type out my thoughts as well. And I see that there are many things that are on my note that don't make it to the show, but it doesn't matter to me in that sense, because what we've always wanted is for this show to feel like we're in with you wherever you are, so if we were talking to our friends, just that one, the image I have, that's why sometimes we ask you, where are you, what are you doing? Because I have that image in my head. So when we're talking, however fun or however difficult the subjects are, I almost want it to be like I'm doing that thing with you whilst we're having that conversation, and if I have to stop on one aisle while we're picking the groceries, and that's the tempo sometimes in my head I try to take. And if you're also in bed, the same thing, where that tempo is not rushed. But I know sometimes I get excited and I do rush, but just it's nice that that I'm glad that was picked up. Thank you, or that you observed that. Thank you.
Alison Brown says, love the honesty and depth in this episode. It wasn't rushed, not rushed again, just real, thought-provoking. Olive at her colorful best. Bada bing, bada boom.
Thank you so much.
It was that combination of the colors last week was quite,
what was
quite
the colors
fetching.
Last week?
It was like a turquoisey, Adira kind of thing. Then you had the burgundy.
And someone,
scarf.
I was told that someone said they're going to be resetting their closet.
They're going to be resetting their closet as well, not just their mind, their closet too. And I hope their husband/boyfriend is resetting his bank balance to cover the reset that goes around that as well. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Kunle Roberts, or as the real deal would say, maybe Tinuke.
Tinuke. I love that name.
Could be. Kunle says, such a strong way to begin. All right. Such a strong way to begin season 8. The mindset conversation was exactly what I needed to hear right now. Welcome back. You see, I did my voice of modern radio. Welcome back. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And the last, but by no means the least, Maggie, the thespian, as she is known on What's on Your Mind. She said, this episode really spoke to me. The difference between resetting and restarting was powerful and made me reflect on my own goals this year. So thank you so much indeed, Miss Maggie, for your comments, and everybody that puts their comments after every episode. We appreciate it. Thank you so much indeed, guys.
Really do.
Over to you, Real Deal. I feel like I'm in the newsroom now. It's like I've done my segment. Oh, we'll go back to Olive. Well, thank you, DJ Val.
Thank you, DJ Val, and I'm coming right back at you with a few questions.
Ooh.
So on national news, Thank you for doing that for us. Thank you so much. On national news, I just have a reminder. What do we have coming up next Tuesday, sir?
Next Tuesday, something to do with love.
No, this weekend is Love Weekend.
Okay, this weekend
next
is Love
weekend, next Tuesday, sir.
Oh, next Tuesday. Pancake Day.
What else is Pancake Day called?
Shrove Tuesday.
What does that lead to?
It leads to Ash Wednesday.
What does Ash Wednesday kick off?
Lent.
The season of Lent.
There you go.
So, just a reminder, if you're kicking off season of Lent, is that 40 days of fasting. We talked about fasting last week. We talked about putting outcomes and intended outcomes to these exercises. That so if you just want to fast because you want to detox and get a bit healthier, put an outcome to it. If you want to fast because you want to get spiritual clarity, put an outcome to it as well, so that at the end of it you can measure what you've achieved. So next week that kicks off. It's a big thing in the Christian calendar, and so because it leads us right into Easter. So Shrove, and then why do we call it Pancake Day? Do you remember?
Because it was instituted by the French.
It was?
Yep.
My goodness, he's messed me up there. I'm not quite sure about that, but I'll still.
I'm not quite sure about it
I'm not
either.
sure
It's
about-
okay, don't mind me.
I'm not sure about that, DJ Val. But what I do know is that historically in the Victorian era, that was when
Yeah.
they gave it the title Shrove Tuesday,
there you
Pancake
go.
Day,
Who would have known?
because they were starting to fast on Ash Wednesday.
Yep.
And they were clearing out in those days, desserts were luxurious things and seen as decadent for the rich. So the poor were like, okay, we'll clear out our cupboard of the sweet stuff, and they would make syrups, preserves, and all of that, and put them. And of course, if you had flour, you'd make pancakes and scones and all of that with it, and other pastries. That's why you find some of these other hot cross buns, all those kind of pastries around this time of year historically. But now you find them all year round. But that's where the whole Shrove Pancake Day came from.
Interesting.
And then in international news, I've got one that would just, well, it stopped me on my tracks. In France, 33-year-old brothers, DNA twins, suspected of being involved in murder of two people. Identical twins they are. Now, identical twins happen when a single egg is fertilized. They're usually always the same sex, either two boys, two girls, as the case may be. You would never find identical twins that are separate because it's one egg that splits. Now, the story goes that because they've got the same DNA, they can't categorically identify which one is the murderer or could be. Now they're relying or trying to get their mother to separate them for them, identify, say, let's say twin A or twin B. Now, in the spirit of love and in a mother's love, if you were in this situation, what say you? DJ Val.
It's a really tough one, you know, but there's no mother that would want to see her child dead or end up going to jail for whatever reason. And I, you know, we were talking about this before. It's like the whole Solomon with with the two prostitutes, and the one killed their child, and then, you know, they came before him, and with his wisdom, when one mother said, oh yeah, don't worry, just cut the baby in half, he knew that couldn't be the mother. You know, and it's a very kind of similar thing. You know, a mother's love for her children is, you know.
Yeah.
So are they compelling the mother to say something?
They've not used the word compelling, but they're trying to. They're trying to. So if I've got any more updates on that one, I would definitely.
Very interesting story.
Yeah, I will keep you updated. Moving on, I promised you Moringa, herb of the month. And herb of the month. We've covered strawberries in the past, so I left that one. Moringa, dense with nutrients. It's not one that is commonly found everywhere, grown in Africa, South America, and generally in the tropics. It's leafy. It's called alfaria, and or called the there's another name. It's called the drumstick tree. That's what it's also called, drumstick tree, because of how the branches grow. And it's loaded calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin A, C, iron, rich in
That's all the vitamins
I
it
tell
needs.
you, it is loaded. And again, because it's a natural herb, the studies have not been scientific enough to back some of these claims. So the responses you get from region to region, person to person, user to user may vary because of this. But those who have, or in the areas where this is grown, and used much, claim that it protects the cells from free radicals, oxidative stress. We talked about that last year, how that creates inflammation in our bodies. And
I just like that phrase, free radicals.
free radicals,
Sounds
they
like-
just run crazy
yeah,
in the body.
just, you know.
And that's why they've named it there. Free
Okay.
radicals. They just run crazy and create havoc, chronic disease. We don't want them, not at all. That's what they're like. So it prevents diabetes, or it manages blood sugar level. Anything that manages your blood sugar level would help you with diabetes. Some people, some Nigerians who use this have claimed that their diabetes have been reversed as a result of this. Now,
Drinking the tea?
drinking the tea, eating the leaves, eating, just having it as part of their diet. I can testify.
I don't like
I've been using it this year more consistently, and
Okay.
I've seen changes in my blood test results. And it helps dementia, chronic diseases, and some have even claimed that it's helped them manage cancer itself.
Okay.
Yes, so these are the claims. And anything that will help curb your blood sugar level, help curb your cravings, will definitely help support weight management. So, and it protects the skin, protects you from waterborne bacterial
Diseases.
infections. Yes, things
Not a
cholera
fan
of
but
that.
Anyway, I don't like the tea.
Yeah, well, how can you find it? It's in tea version. It's in, here I've got the pods. Now, these ones are from all the way in Nigeria. Auntie Awa, God bless you. She supplies me with these, and I've started taking this. So every time I've got like a sugar craving, morning and afternoon, I try to have a few of these. 3 of them. She says don't take more than 6 a day, because they're quite potent. So those are the pods, and you can eat those, wash them and eat them directly. Now you get the powder. The powder, it's very much like, it's green, much like matcha. You can have it in your tea, your
I
coffee,
like matcha.
your smoothies. You can add it to your matcha. It has that kind of matcha-y taste, a bit tangy. Now, moringa is one herb that each stage of it looks different, much like which other herb is like that? Much like curry leaf, yes. The leaf looks different from the powder, and then the seeds also look different, and the fresh one looks different from the dry one. So there's some herbs like that. At every stage, they look and taste different. But the fresh leaves, you can treat like you treat your spinach and your kale, your salads, etc. And all you can also add in your smoothies as well. Now, is there such a thing as too much? Again, any natural herb has that potential
To have too much.
has too much. So again, this is where science says we're not able to regulate the quantities and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
guess, so you have to just be consistent, be moderate with it. Otherwise, you get things like stomach cramps and diarrhea. Who cannot use this? Much like many natural herbs, there are those that are quite potent, and pregnant women are the top on that list. You must consult with your doctor before you touch moringa. If you're on a blood thinner, statin, antihypertensive or hypertensive medications, any diabetic sort of medication as well. What's that one again?
Which one?
What's that one? Metformin, all those things for your liver.
It just reminds me of that what we saw on TV yesterday.
Oh,
The Simpsons.
oh my goodness. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that on another show.
another show.
That was funny though.
The Simpsons had like we were watching Simpsons. We haven't watched Simpsons in
I
a
haven't
long
watched
time.
it in a long
Long
time. I remember
time.
Alastair used to say, "Oh, if you asked him what he did, oh, those yellow people.
Yeah,
Daddy likes watching those
we
yellow
haven't
people."
watched Simpsons in ages,
God.
and we happened to tune into one, and they were having an episode on weight control medications, and they took a jab on. So they took a spin on one of the popular ones. Go and find that one. Find the episode if you can.
And how everybody says they lost weight miraculously through dieting and exercise, even though they've been trying for the past 25 to 30 years. One day they wake up.
Let's not digress.
Let's not digress. We're talking about love. Come on, let's talk about love.
Where can you get Moringa? I hear you. Where can we get Moringa? I hear you ask me. You wouldn't get it from Tesco or Sainsbury or Marks and Spencer. You may get some of the shops may have the teas now, but you will get them in a lot of your Asian and your Turkish shops. Those are everywhere that do the fruit and veg and even the dry goods. You will get them from there. Okay. Right. I think let's move on really quickly to the main event today.
Which is not me, by the way. I'm not the main event today. Sorry.
You're always the main event, DJ Val. Okay. You are always.
You're making me blush. In this Pharaoh Russia, you're spoiling us.
In this revealed bunker, you can blush.
I like this bunker though.
You can blush away. Right.
Here.
I wanted us to look at. This is the third Valentine year. We've done 2 Valentines since we've been doing What's on Your Mind. Yes.
23. Yeah.
Yes, This is the third Valentine. So I want us to look into love and harmony.
This isn't just music,
it's prayer in a melody,
truth and conversation,
and community in sound.
What if you know,
you know, you'll feel it in your soul.
I have soul
food gospel radio.
I wanted us to cover love from a standpoint, of course. Quickly. We know the different kinds of love because many of our listeners have been following us and we've covered these subjects over a while, but a recap never hurts. The different kinds of love. Eros, which is the one everybody knows, the physical love, the between human beings. Agape love, which is the perfect kind of love, which is the one that God has for us. Phileo, which is the one that is platonic, isn't it?
Pen pals, is it?
Platonic between friends, siblings, etc. And we're going to, in today's conversation, I'll touch on each one as we go along. I don't want to zoom in on one particular one, but what I want to talk about is love and harmony.
Okay, yeah.
The harmony.
That was it, the harmony. Yeah.
Yes, the harmony that comes when there is love. So be it in a family, among siblings, be it in an organization, perhaps even, be it in a charitable, even in a church, where they profess to have agape love. So is that harmony there? We see this harmony nicely displayed between God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And that's where we see the individual but interdependent. Each strong and unique but codependent. Each worthwhile and knowing who they are but still dependent. And even amongst the three of them, there is still the Godhead. Even amongst the three of them, there is still the Godhead. I'm always blown away by that in heaven, the Lamb upon the throne comes down to worship God, you know? And so I keep thinking, how is it then that this is so difficult for us as human beings to have first amongst equals? There was a book by, oh gosh, what's his name again? Jeffrey Archer, First Amongst Equals. He wrote that book.
Yeah, good book.
And how is this so difficult? How is it that even amongst siblings, you find that difficulty where even sometimes you've got the Jacob and Esau syndrome, where the young one wants to usurp authority from the first one, or the first one wants to lord it over the younger ones, or there is
even
just
Joseph is probably the best example of that.
Thank you.
Actually.
You know, where it becomes just that inability for us to have harmony in whatever setting, you know. And I thought, if we truly understand what love means, and every time I think about this, the question of harmony in whatever setting I'm trying to place it in, I'm always taken back to the Trinity, always, you know. And for the sake of family life, so today people are celebrating Valentine's Day, and generally it would be focused on romantic love. It would be focused on couples. Those who don't have couples would be miserable. Those who are not coupled up would be miserable. Those who are coupled up but are not really in the fun of
coupled
even
up
more,
will still be miserable.
are more miserable, you know. But I remember always making sure that I paid attention to the children. And then I remember when Alastair was younger, I would actually have dates with him during Valentines, be it whether I cooked at home. I always remember one we had, you know.
Because his name is Valentine as well.
His middle name is Valentine as well, you know, but
His first name is Valentine. No.
his first name is Alastair.
Yeah, sorry. sorry.
You know,
Back in the room, DJ
would
Val. Back in the room.
stay in the room. With Christine, the same thing. We would always try to make sure that we taught the children that Valentine wasn't just about the love between a man and a woman. It was about love, period. And we as your parents, this is, even though the world has created this day, we will celebrate it, of course, you know, but just know that it's beyond just one day, you know. And I thought about the history, or how family life used to be historically, you know, how before the world wars, the definition of war, of how marriages functioned. Men went out to work, the women stayed home and looked after the children. You know, then Second World War came crashing on us. Men were still at war. The women had to go into the factories to do the men's work.
Very true.
You know, the men came back from work, the women continued working, and the men were like, from war, I'm sorry. And then the men were like, what's going on here? You need to be home cooking. And the woman they were like, no, since you've been gone, I've been earning, putting money. You fast forward to this lovely 21st century, and there are still people who still have that notion, you know. And there are women now who are probably earning more than their husbands. There are women who are earning more than their boyfriends. So you're dating her, she already has a mortgage. You're dating her, she already has a BMW. She's a director already in an organization. So we come into this relationship and there is already a dysfunction. And if you're not confident as a man, you would
you got to know what you're getting yourself involved in, no? Before
many people are not. If not, the
you even
divorce
start, right?
the divorce rates will not be as high. You know, you hear stories like, well, you met me like this. You met me in this, or some men were like, oh, I'm not moving into your house. Well, the lady's like, my house is bigger. You're in a shared house. What makes sense? You move into my house. Oh, no. You have to sell the house. I hear all all these kind of stories, and somehow they bleed into the marriage. That dysfunction where, you know, maybe they started off being okay, but as one person continued to succeed a bit more than the other, that struggle, or maybe the woman is the one who, when the relationship started, and now suddenly she's completed her courses, she's done her degree, she's now earning, and the man has a problem with that. That dysfunction where little things like this, finance, responsibility, no clear definition of roles in the house. We were talking about this recently where I was saying that, well, let's have this conversation. Why do there have to be clear definition of roles? Why can't it be joint? And you made a statement for like, well, there's certain things I'm not going to let you do. There's certain things I'm, you know, but even in those conversations, there's still some disharmony. There is. And
I've never met a woman that's not happy for a man to change her tire.
that's fine. But there are other things she also wants.
No, I'm just saying in terms of those.
So even the woman who can afford her Rolls Royce wants to know that her boyfriend can change her Rolls Royce tires. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I think it's not. I think from a man's point of view, I think sometimes you just want to be the person who is, you know, the hands-on, the practical, the protector, the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it would be very, very unfair to like send you out. So, okay, go and get your car done all on your own. You're dealing with mechanics and stuff like that. I think it's not. That's just me. I just think that's
fine.
Not, you know, that's not really what you want to be doing with your spare time. You know, I'd rather have you doing something else.
Okay, let's take a typical one that I know causes tension in the household. Cooking and cleaning. I know a handful of men who are great at it. And I know a lot of women who wish their husband would be more involved in cooking and cleaning. And I know that creates this harmony. And I hear statements like, I cook, I clean, I go to work, I come back, and then nighttime I'm still expected to be hoochie mama. Those things, it's silent.
Hoochie mama, eh?
Yeah, silent disharmony. Some people are more vocal about it, some are not. But the reason I'm throwing this out is because I just want us to talk about the things that on the face of it, there is love, but there is the thing that brings disharmony. Okay. How do we, in talking about restoring harmony in our relationships, be it the immediate family, the extended family, etc., etc., I thought we can bring in one of our famous prefixes, recommitting. In restoring harmony, we have to recommit to whatever harmony means for each family. What women, harmony simply means binding yourself to a single course of action or a series of actions. That's what commitment means. So if you recommit to whatever that looks like for you, then we're closer to maintaining harmony. Will we ever get 100% harmony because we're human beings and we all have different preferences at different times, at different seasons? Perhaps not. But the recommitting to it may help maintain a greater percentage of the harmony. So if we agree that, yeah, you do this better than I do, you do that better than I do, the children do that better than we do, etc., etc., then it's like everyone chipping in to establish that harmony. Because the lack of that harmony bleeds into other things. It manifests itself in different things.
True.
In anxiety, stress. Of course, let's not talk about the snappy. When there's tension in the home, everybody's snapping on edge. Thank you. And in this season or this weekend, if you find yourself in, how are you? Let's check your harmony temperature. Do an internal one. If you're with your loved ones, speak to them and ask them, what's their harmony gauge looking like this weekend? We've just come out from Christmas. January for some was very long. Some people are trying to juggle and balance the bank bills, the account and the finances. So some people are on edge, and you're like, don't even get me. Don't ask me to pay money for anything. Don't ask me to contribute to anything. They're edgy about their finances at this time. And then we have this weekend, and then Easter is coming around the corner again, and you tell me we need to buy more chocolates for the kids. No. So there is that tension already. So what's the harmony gauge looking like? Are you in that situation? Or are you in a situation where, like, I don't even care about harmony or no harmony. I'm single. I want this harmony you guys are talking about. No. No. Because we're talking about it now, if you're single and mingling, then your antenna is high so that you begin to set things in place that foster harmony. You recommit to the sort of relationship you will like to have. It's not an ambition, it's a desire, and it's one that can be achieved if you're intentional about it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest challenge, is that it's the balance. Even if, okay, let's say it was like the traditional role thing that you're talking about. You got to find the balance. You got to find that balance, that equilibrium that puts people together, that makes it harmonious, and that's the thing. And some of that is in giving, and some of that is in taking.
That's it.
And sometimes when you even feel that
scratch
you
my
should
back,
give,
I scratch your
maybe
back.
you just say it's okay.
Come again?
Where sometimes you think that you need to give, that's your normal instinct. Maybe you just say, no, actually, I'm okay.
Give us an example of that.
So instead of saying, okay, someone say, okay, I always book the holidays. And this time round, maybe your wife or your partner normally doesn't book the holidays, but she goes, oh, I want to book the holidays. Now, the normal thing would be, no, I do it because that's my thing. But then you say, oh, actually, hon, go ahead. You have a go. Cause
I don't want you to stop booking the dates anyway, if that idea is in your head.
Just an example, folks. It's fictional. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. It's not a real example here.
If you're waiting for me to book the dates, then there will be no dates.
That's not going to happen at all. We know, yeah, we know that. That's my thing. But I'm just saying, that there's that thing that you could become almost domineering over.
True. Okay.
And then
that's the angle you're coming from.
Yeah,
good,
you can
good,
become
good.
almost really possessive about that situation,
Yeah, but there are things I do that with you as well. I'll say, would you like to do that? Can you help me with that? That's not something you normally do, because I'm like, yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, there are things that...
Yeah. See, like what?
Like fix the bed. Guys, I need to tell you the story.
No, we don't need to tell them that story. We can move on. The time's nearly finished. Okay. I think it's time for shout-outs. We don't...
All right. Okay. Let's close this in before I get too excited. Let's check the harmony temperature, seriously. Amongst the adults, amongst the children, amongst the siblings. I know many people who've lost their loved ones and they're struggling in this period. And, you know, perhaps it was that loved one who would be the one who would be, you know, pulling all the romantic moves. And if that's you and you're feeling a bit down, I'm really sorry that that's your situation, but also you can reach out. Again, recommitting to this thing called love and harmony also then means that we then reach out to the ones who we once perhaps loved, and maybe for different reasons, time, distance, geography has kind of taken us apart from each other, you know. Many of my good friends don't live here. So time goes that way. So I have to be really deliberate to send WhatsApp messages, video calls, voice notes, all those kind of things, you know. And if you're in that situation where you're just, oh, I'm done, I'm loved out, all right, then extend that love to perhaps a charity, to perhaps children, to perhaps your church.
Okay, honey, I'm fed up with you. Salvation Army, here we go.
Yeah. So pull it from agape. If you're not pulling it from eros, if you're not pulling it from phileo, pull it from agape. Extend it to those who definitely
pen pals.
If you've got pen pals, if they still exist, you know. But what I'm trying to say, for our mind, for our well-being, you know, harmony is important. Some will say even there's need for harmony as well when you also love yourself. There's internal harmony because you're at peace with yourself. When you come to terms with certain things, perhaps I may not have that whatever. When you redefine, like last year we talked about redefining the things that give us peace, redefining success, we touched on last week. When you come to terms, some of those things, you know, there's internal harmony which brings peace and calm. So we're going to close off today with this. Next week, hopefully, we would we'll touch a bit more on the things that, due to lack of harmony, we get burnt out, we get fatigued. Another side of no harmony. We'll touch on that. We'll look at that. And if you're having a lovely day today, we're grateful for you. We're grateful.
Yep, we're happy.
And we're happy for you that you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, please do reach out to your loved ones. And if you're having a good day and you know people who may benefit from you reaching out to them, please do so, as in the spirit of continuing to show the love that God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit have for us. Please pay it forward. Shout out.
Yes, you have the shout outs this week.
Do I?
Yes, you
All
do.
right. Oh, I missed somebody's birthday last week.
Whose
Auntie
birthday?
Nonnie's birthday.
Yeah.
Auntie Nonnie turned 17.
Oh,
Auntie
happy
Nonnie.
birthday, Auntie Nonnie.
God bless you. Shout out to our goddaughters, Ezra and Saraya. They got dedicated last Sunday.
Woohoo.
And I hope that's all I have to anybody who's their birthday this week. Happy birthday. The mummies are feeling much better. Glory be to God for them. And thank you, all the live chatters. Thank you. We cannot do this without you. We are really, really grateful.
Yep.
DJ Val, any shout outs?
None that I can remember off the top of my head, but I will say this. Please do leave your comments.
Please push your comments. Please.
Let us know what you think of
Please.
the bunker.
The bunker revelation.
The bunker revelation. Let us know what you think. And do all the great things that you always do on all the socials as well. I appreciate it. We do
share,
appreciate it. And in this season of love,
share the love.
share the light, share the love.
Share. Right. Without much ado, may the good Lord keep you.
And bless you.
May He bless you. May He shine the light of His countenance upon you. May you experience His love in this season like never before. Remember, do not render evil for evil, but instead be the light and change that you want to see. We love you. Au revoir.
We didn't change the theme music on the exit. It's exactly the same. It's
What's
still what's on your mind. Let's talk it out.
With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt.
Bye.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.